Hey, what's going on guys? Ricky Brush Racing here, and last week we did a top 5 worst buys in iRacing. So this week we're doing a top 5 best buys in iRacing. So I'm going to count down from 5 to 1. So here we go guys. So in 5th and last place we have the Ferrari 488 GTE, which is one of my favorite cars in iRacing. It just drives like a dream. Doesn't really matter which GTE car you buy though. The Ford GT drives very similar to the Ferrari here. Absolutely awesome. Haven't driven the Porsche 911 RSR. The thing about buying a GTE car is that you get to race it in both the IMSA series and in this iRacing Le Mans series, which I just did. And I was absolutely horrible. I killed myself twice. Nothing to do with the car though, that was just me. But coming back to the IMSA series, which is 45-minute races, multi-class races, which is... I really enjoy multi-class racing in iRacing. It just adds that extra spice to it. And a great car to do it in is this Ferrari 488 GT3. Also this iRacing Le Mans series with the LMP1s and the LMP2s, which is the HPDs in iRacing, but another awesome series, 1 hour races, just some quality fun and quality racing. So yeah, I highly recommend buying this 488 GTE. So in 4th place on this list we have the Porsche 911 Cup car, which drives a lot different from the GT3 cars. It doesn't have ABS. You need to practice your braking a lot more than you need to do in the GT3 cars. It doesn't handle as well. It's just a lot more difficult to drive, which makes it a lot more rewarding to drive as well. Another really good thing about the Porsche 911 Cup car is that you can almost always find a race in this car. The iRacing community loves this car, and I can kind of see why. I'm maybe not the biggest fan of this car, but the racing is always fun. There's always action in the races, in the Porsche Cup races. So yeah, that's why it's 4th on my list here on iRacing best buys. So you know it had to come somewhere. So in 3rd place we have the Nordschleife. And in my opinion, this is the most value you can get for your $15 on iRacing. This track is, in my opinion, the best Nordschleife ever created in a sim racing game. I haven't done a lot of races on the Nordschleife in iRacing. I've done some GT3 races and some Porsche Cup races. It's maybe not the best track for racing, but that's just the Nordschleife. What you should enjoy about this track is just to hot lap it. Try out different cars, just enjoy the track. Even though the Porsche 911 Cup here, the combination with the Nordschleife here is maybe the best combination in iRacing. It's just so much fun and so challenging. I highly recommend buying the Nordschleife, even though the regular Grand Prix track is not included, which is kinda... yeah. Either way, it's 3rd on my list here. You knew we had to have a GT3 car on this list, so it's the Mercedes AMG GT3. It's in 2nd place. It's my favorite GT3 car in iRacing. It doesn't drive anywhere similar to the Mercedes AMG in Project Cars 2, or not even in Assetto Corsa in my opinion. The iRacing version of this car drives like a dream. It's just awesome. It does not understeer at all. The combination with the Mercedes around Mazda Raceway here is awesome, and the combination with the thing I have in 1st place is even better. So yeah, I don't know if you like the Merc or not. You have to buy a GT3 car if you plan on doing iRacing, and in my opinion the Mercedes here is the most versatile, probably the most popular GT3 car as well. So yeah, that's why it's 2nd on my list here on iRacing best buys. So in 1st place we actually have a track, which is Spa Francorchamps, and there's actually a lot of different reasons for that. It's not only that it's one of the best tracks in the world, because it is. It's just so well made in iRacing, just a lot like the Nordschleife. It just feels right. I don't know, it's hard to put my finger on it. Another good reason for it is that it's probably the most raced track in iRacing. So whichever series you're running, you're probably gonna run into Francorchamps sooner than later. And remember this GT3 race here in the Merc AMG, which is a great car for this track, or GT3 racing overall around Spa is a great combination. If you're into endurance racing, you can obviously do the 24 hours of Spa, which comes around in iRacing once a year. But yeah, it's just a great combination for a lot of different cars. Yeah, that's basically why it's first on my list here. So that was my top 5 list. There are a lot of honorable mentions here. The Formula Renault is a great car. It would probably have been 6th on my list here if I ever made a top 10 list. But when it comes to the GTE cars, you can buy whichever GTE car you like. They're all great, I'm sure, even though I haven't driven the new Porsche 911 RSR. Same goes with the GT3 cars, they're all pretty good. Stay away from the McLaren though, that wants to kill you in iRacing as well. What else is there? There's just a lot of fun stuff in iRacing, but since everything you buy costs money, that's why you should plan what you buy. Plan which series you're about to run. I said this in my iRacing guide, but it's worth saying it again. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.